G'day, I'm Rick, and welcome to Rouse About at Rouseville Anglican Church. I've been blowing bubbles for a little while now. I've got lots of bubbles on the floor in front of me. Maybe you've seen the bubbles falling down across the screen. I'll blow a few more bubbles just because it's kind of cool. I like blowing bubbles. Maybe you've been blowing some bubbles this week at home, or using chalk to draw on the footpath and make pictures for people to see. There are lots of fun things that we can do. I know that there are a few people listening because some mums and carers have already been sending text messages. So I've got a hello from Carl and Niels in Quakers Hill. G'day boys, glad you're watching. And a hello from Lewis in North Kellyville. And if you want to let me know that you're watching, you can send me a text message and then I'll be able to say a hello to your kids. My name is Rick from Rouseville Anglican Church. We do Rouse About every Thursday at 10 a.m. here at the church, except now during COVID-19. So we have to meet online. Oh, you can't say that. Hello to lots of people. We always start with the hello song, and so get your hands ready for clapping. Maybe you could warm up your hands, stretch your fingers, stretch your arms, and we're going to sing. Clap your hands, everyone together. Stamp your feet, stamp, 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 and turn around. Reach up high and bend down low. It's good to see you, hello. It's good to see you, hello. Clap your hands, everyone together. Stomp your feet and turn around. Reach up high and bend down to your toes. It's good to see you, hello. It's good to see you, hello. Well, a few more people have joined in. I've got Asher yelling, hello Rick, very loudly from Rouse Hill. Hello Asher. And hello from Millie and Rosie. And do you know what? Somebody is turning 3 tomorrow. Who's turning 3 tomorrow? That's right, Millie's turning 3 tomorrow. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Millie. I've got a good morning Rick from Florence and a good morning from Michael and Noah. It's great to see you guys as well. If Millie's turning 3 tomorrow, 1, 2, 3, we'd better sing happy birthday to Millie for tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Millie. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip hooray. I've just seen that Lindsay's chimed in. Hello from Ailey and Brianna. Lovely to see you guys too. I can hear something outside. Something that goes toot toot, toot toot. What do you think that might be? It's got windows and a door that opens and a steering wheel, and it's got wheels that go round and round. Let's sing The Wheels on the Bus. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long. What else might be on the bus? The driver's on the bus. The driver on the bus goes la la la, la la la, la la la. The driver on the bus goes la 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 all day long. And then it starts to rain. And what do you do when it starts to rain? You put the wipers on. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, swish, swish all day long. And there are some passengers on the bus. The passengers are babies. The babies on the bus go wah, 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 wah. The babies on the bus go wah, wah, wah all day long. The parents on the bus go, where's the stop? Where's the stop? Where's the stop? The parents on the bus go, where's the stop? All day long. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long. There's been someone else saying hello. I've got, happy birthday for tomorrow, Millie. That's from San Marie, Niels and Carl. So glad you could say that. We've got hello, Theo and Toby. Great to see you guys. I've already said hello to Lewis, but another hello to Lewis. I've got a story. I've got a story about somebody coming as a visitor for tea. We can't have many visitors at the moment, and so you might be missing your grandparents, you might be missing your friends, you might be missing people from your family who you haven't seen for a while, but the person in this story had a very unusual visitor. Someone very strange came for tea, and maybe that might happen to you. This story's called The Tiger Who Came to Tea. Look at that. There's a tiger coming to tea. Once there was a little girl called Sophie, and she was having tea with her mummy in the kitchen. There's Sophie and her mummy, and they're having tea. Suddenly, there was a ring at the door. Ding dong. Sophie's mummy said, I wonder who that can be. It can't be the milkman because he came this morning. There's the milkman with his milk van and some bottles of milk. And it can't be the boy from the grocer because this isn't the day he comes. And it can't be Daddy because he's got his key. We'd better open the door and see. I wonder if it's Judah and Pippa. They've joined in and they're watching. Do you think it's Judah and Pippa? Probably not. Sophie opened the door and there was a big, furry, stripy tiger. The tiger said, Excuse me, but I'm very hungry. Do you think I could have tea with you? Sophie's mummy said, Of course. So the tiger came into the kitchen and sat down at the table. His tail is so long it's gone all the way under the table and up to the other side. They've got some yummy looking food there, don't they? Sophie's mummy said, Would you like a sandwich? But the tiger didn't take just one sandwich. He took all the sandwiches on the plate and swallowed them in one big mouthful. Oh! And he still looked hungry. So Sophie passed him the buns. I think they're chocolate buns. They look really nice. But again, the tiger didn't just eat one bun. He ate all the buns on the dish. And then he ate all the biscuits and all the cake until there was nothing left to eat on the table. So Sophie's mummy said, Would you like a drink? And the tiger drank all the milk in the milk jug. and all the tea in the teapot. There's the tiger drinking the tea. He's got a very big appetite, doesn't he? Do you think he's full yet? And then he looked around the kitchen to see what else he could find. What a hungry tiger. He ate all the supper that was cooking in the pots and all the food in the fridge. And all the packets and tins in the cupboard. And he drank all the milk and all the orange juice and all the water in the tap. Goodness me. Do you think he's full yet? Then he said, "Thank you for my nice tea. I think I'd better go now." And he went. Goodbye. Clunk went the door. Sophie's mummy said, "I don't know what to do. I've got nothing for Daddy's supper. The tiger has eaten it all and left a really big mess. Lots of cleaning to do." And Sophie found she couldn't have her bath because the tiger had drunk all the water in the tap. Hope she wasn't playing in the dirt today. Just then, Sophie's daddy came home. "Hello, everybody. Hello, hello." So Sophie and her mummy told him what had happened and how the tiger had eaten all the food and drunk all the drink. And Sophie's daddy said, "I know what we'll do. I've got a very good idea. We'll put on our coats and go to a cafe." Oh, that sounds nice. There they are walking down the street. So they went out in the dark and all the street lamps were lit and all the cars had their lights on and they walked down the road to a cafe. And they had a lovely supper with sausages and chips and ice cream. In the morning, Sophie and her mummy went shopping and they bought lots more things to eat. I can see a breadstick and some celery. And they also bought a very big tin of tiger food in case the tiger should come to tea again. Sophie carrying the tiger food. Do you think the tiger's going to come to tea again? But he never did. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And that's the story, The Tiger Who Came to Tea. Maybe when you have morning tea today, you could have a soft toy come and join you. It might be a tiger, it might be a penguin or a teddy bear. It might be a meow, meow. You might have a cat come and join you for morning tea. Or you might have a little mouse. You could eat some peanut butter or cheese. The cats chased the mouse away. Oh dear. Speaking of things that chase things away, do you know what this is? Out in a field for scaring birds? What do you find out in a field to scare birds? That's right, it's a scarecrow. And we know a song about scarecrows, don't we? I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that. But it doesn't start like that. It starts when all the cows were sleeping and the sun had gone to bed. Up jumped the scarecrow, and this is what he said. I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that. When all the hens were roosting and the moon behind a cloud, up jumped the scarecrow and shouted very loud. I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that. That would give you a big surprise, wouldn't it, if you saw a scarecrow shaking their hands and feet out in a field? I got a different song today. It's about something that is very, very big and very, very strong and very, very mighty. This is a song about God. My God is so big. Maybe you could sing this one with me too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. That's true. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. That's true. The mountains are his, the valleys are his, the stars are his handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. That's true. That is true. There's nothing that God can't do. And that's a really good thing to know. We can trust him with everything. Everything in the whole world. Because God has the whole world in his hands. He loves it and he cares for it. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 He's got the mountains and the valleys in his hands. He's got Rouse Hill and North Kellyville in his hands. He's got Quakers Hill and Beaumont Hills in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the mums and the daddies in his hands. He's got brothers and sisters in his hands. He's got grandmas and grandpas in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. It's great to know that God has the whole world in his hands. He's looking after it. Last week we read that God created the whole world. That's why he's got the whole world in his hands. But then things don't always work well in the world. Sometimes things go really wrong. And today's story tells us why. It's called The Terrible Lie. Adam and Eve lived happily in their beautiful new home, and everything was perfect for a while. Until the day when everything went wrong. God had a horrible enemy. His name was Satan. Satan didn't want to be with God. He grew proud and hated God. He was seething with anger. He wanted to stop God's plan. So he disguised himself as a snake and waited in the garden. Now God had given Adam and Eve just one rule. Don't eat the fruit on that tree, God told them. Because if you do, You'll stop trusting me, and death and sadness and tears will come. The snake slithered silently up to Eve. Does God really love you? He whispered. If he does, why won't he let you eat the nice, juicy, delicious fruit? Eve wondered. Does God really love me? Trust me, the serpent whispered. You don't need God. Eve took the fruit. It looked so nice. God had said, don't eat it, but do you know what she did? She ate the fruit. A terrible lie came into the world it would never leave. It whispered in every human heart. Something terrible was happening. Adam and Eve had disobeyed God. Later that day, when God was taking his walk in the garden, they ran away from him and hid. Usually they loved to hear God's voice. They would run to him, but this time they ran and hid in the shadows. Where are you? God called. Hiding, Adam said. We're afraid. Did you eat the fruit I told you not to eat? God asked them. Adam said, Eve made me do it. What have you done? God asked. Eve said, the serpent made me do it. And terrible pain came into God's heart. His children had broken God's heart. They'd broken the wonderful relationship with God, and now he knew that everything else would break. God's creation would start to unravel and come undone and go wrong. From now on, everything would die, even though it was supposed to last forever. You see, sin had come into God's perfect world, and it would never leave. God's children would always be running from him and hiding in the dark. Their hearts would break and never work properly. There was only one way that God could make things work now. You will have to leave the garden, God told his children. It's no longer a place for you. But before they left the garden, God made clothes to cover them. He sent them out on a long journey. In another story, that would be the end. But not in this story. God loved his children too much to let the story end there. Even though he knew they would suffer, God had a plan, a magnificent dream. One day he would bring his children back. One day he would make the world their perfect home again. One day he would wipe away every tear from their eye. You see, no matter what, in spite of everything, God would love his children with a never stopping, never giving up, unbreaking, always and forever love. And although they would forget him and run from him, deep in their hearts, God's children would miss him always and long for him. Before they left the garden, God whispered a promise to Adam and Eve. It will not always be so. I will come to rescue you. I will battle against Satan. I'll get rid of the sin and the dark and the sadness. I'm coming back for you. And he would. One day, God himself would come. That was a really sad story. But there's good news at the end. One day God would come and fix the world, and we're going to hear more about that next Thursday at Rouse About. It's a good thing God has the whole world in his hand, isn't it? Because the God has the whole world in his hand, he says that we can pray to him. Prayers where we talk to God, prayers where we ask him for things, prayers where we thank him for things, and we can pray anytime. In fact, anytime you can stop what you're doing and pray to Jesus. Colin Buchanan does this so much better than me, but I'll have a go. Stop what you're doing and pray to Jesus. Stop what you're doing and pray to Jesus. Stop what you're doing and pray to Jesus. Mighty, mighty Jesus. When you're laughing, ha 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 ha. Pray to Jesus. When you're crying, pray to Jesus. When you're bored, Pray to Jesus, mighty, mighty Jesus. Big, big, good, good, mighty, mighty Jesus. Big, big, good, good, mighty, mighty Jesus. Big, big, good, good, mighty, mighty Jesus. Mighty, mighty Jesus. When you're noisy, pray to Jesus. When you're wanky, pray to Jesus. When you're naughty, pray to Jesus, mighty, mighty Jesus. Big, big, good, good, mighty, mighty Jesus. Big, big, good, good, mighty, mighty Jesus. Big, big, good, good, mighty, mighty Jesus. Mighty, mighty Jesus. When you're hurting, pray to Jesus. When you're frightened, pray to Jesus. When you're sleepy, pray to Jesus, mighty, mighty Jesus. Big, big, good, good, mighty, mighty Jesus. Big, big, good, good, mighty, mighty Jesus. Big, big, good, good, mighty, mighty Jesus. Mighty, 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 mighty Jesus. You can check out some videos by Colin Buchanan on the Compassion website if you want to see that one sung a lot better. Guys, it's almost time to sing the goodbye song, but before I go, there's a few books that we have here at church. This one, for example, Where Was God When That Happened? When things go wrong, where's God? This book by Christopher Ash answers that question. And we've been singing about Jesus. We've got some of these books at church. Little black book, the title is Jesus. If you'd like to read any of these books, we'd be happy to send them to you in the post or drop them off at your house so that you can find out about Jesus and where was God when that happened. You could leave a comment below or send me a text message or email me, rick@rhac.org.au, and we'd be happy to send you a book so that you can read. We've also got some kids material as well. Our kids church teacher Natalie has been working on putting together some Easter things. You could leave a comment below if you want to get some things for Easter. Well, it's time to say goodbye, and there's a song that we always sing when it's time to say goodbye. Here we go. Clap your hands, everyone together. Stamp your feet and turn around. Reach up high and bend down low. Let's wave goodbye now. Let's go. Clap your hands, everyone together. Stamp your feet and turn around. Reach up high and bend down low. Let's wave goodbye now. Let's go. Let's wave goodbye now. Let's go. I hope you have a really enjoyable day. I'm going to be doing some drumming and shaking some shakers. I'll blow some more bubbles, and I'm going to see where the mice have gone because the cat chased them away. Bye.